This place is...
Hour 3, the Subduing song. Yep, it's here again. That's there most nights, I think. There are a few ghosts here, I believe.
Haven't you seen him?
Oh my god. How did it let me get that? I took so long. I was like, where is it?
Dad is dead.
Fucking gotcha. I gotcha. I knew there was something there. Not here yet. think.
Haven't you seen him?
Again? Oh. No, it's like you already took a picture of her. You don't get more points. Why did the same ghost appear twice, though?
I'm sorry.
This game, in addition to being a little harder than the other ones, well, a lot harder, you know, harder as in, like, not extremely easy, it's actually harder to get points as well. You don't, like, end up upgrading all your functions of the camera unless you really go out to, look for spirits and such. Which is good. It makes it feel more rewarding when you do upgrade your camera.
Won't you help me find him?
An image of something has been caught on the photo.
Why? It's not the child's fault.
Oh, our herbal medicine. Where is she? Ah.
Daddy fell.
There's an old scrap of paper left behind where the child ghost was. Scrap of paper. Mommy, sorry. Daddy was trying to get my ball and fell. It was scary. Sorry. Was this addressed to her mother? And now she attacks. All on her own this time. Aww. Is there anything in here? I think we do have to come back here a little later, though. But I don't think there's anything right now. Like, we can look through if we want to, but there's nothing here yet. Hi.
Give the child back.
Okay, no, stop.
Don't you know?
An image of something has been caught on the photo. So, wow, we already have 2 or 3 undeveloped. Whatever. I forget. I can't count. Alright, now after that little side quest, we can go and continue from where we left off last night. Ah! Did he have a weapon before? I think that's new. The combat in this game is so fun. It's just like night and day. With like Fatal Frame 2, where it was not fun at all. More undeveloped photo. An image of something has been caught on the photo. Miku is gonna have a lot to do when we get back. Thinking Miku, Miku, ew. There's an old projector in the center of the room. There's already some ancient film set on it.
You can't escape.
Okay. I don't know. Let's try that again. Impalement. Sounds like a wonderful, wholesome film. And we don't have to collect the film from the projector like we did in 2. The cloth is dirty and covered with mold, and the bottom part is rotted away. I'm thinking Miku, Miku, ew. More Type 14. On top of the built-in desk and shelf are some old books and film canisters in unruly piles. The film all seems to have deteriorated and falls to pieces when I touch it. Among all the tattered old books on the shelf is one with a spine that looks newer than the others. Folklore Notes 1. While continuing my research, I stumbled upon the existence of the shrine that is perhaps the origin of the sleeping priestess. The shrine is very small and hidden away within the depths of a mountain. It appeared just as in the drawing. There are normally no worshippers, and according to stories from the small village nearby, it is a shrine where you could offer your pain. When I called upon the head of the family, she said they allow visitors until the snow melts. They carry out a rite here to protect a sacred area in the mountain. Men are not allowed in the rite, but it seems every few years they invite men in order to continue the bloodline. They call them outsiders. I think that I've heard of a similar custom. The guests who come in winter while the snow falls all hide their faces and pull large bundles on wagons. It resembles a funeral procession. The rite carried out on their behalf must be connected to the song of the sleeping priestess. I found a part for the camera obscura. You've acquired equip function track. Equip function track. Function automatically faces ghosts. Thank you. When your camera isn't ready, it will automatically face in the direction of the nearest hostile ghost. This also works sometimes for not hostile ghosts. Not this way yet. Not that you would know that. I have notes around that I wrote before this telling me what to do in case I forgot. I haven't had to use them yet, but this game is just not clear on where you're supposed to go. The door is tightly sealed. No, actually, I think I should go this way first. That is also one that replenishes every night. I wish it told you the name of it like in previous games. I mean, it does in the file, but that means you have to go looking up the file every time you want to see the name of the picture, and we just don't have time for that. That door is locked. The door is firmly shut. This looks like it's the same place. If it is, then you is inside. Oh my god, are you serious? It's so finicky. An image of something has been caught on the photo. So there's 4 of them this time. A rope festooned with white paper charms is wrapped around a large withered tree. Tied to the ropes is a wooden memorial tablet in the shape of a person. There's something on the ground. Stone mirror. If you possess this item, then your health is restored to its full value when it reaches 0, one time only. So, in previous games, you would have wanted to use those, like, right away. Like, just don't, use, the, you know, don't use your healing items until you use that, because you can only hold 1 stone mirror at a time. Not the case in this game, because, first of all, your health replenishes, every single time you go to sleep. Or, like, wake up, so you don't really need to do that. And also, because, they're a lot less common. An image of something has emerged on the photo. Oh, shit. Battles have been very easy so far. This guy is easy. He just kind of keeps lunging towards you, but they do get a lot harder.
Sacrifices.
Ooh. I'm gonna do sensitivity. An old doll has been impaled upon the red door. The door itself is shut firmly. It seems the song you hear is coming from in here. There is a strong presence emanating from the door. The lullaby. I heard children's voices singing on the other side of the red door deep within the manor. It was a lullaby, accompanied by the sound of hammering and sung in some strange dialect I'd never heard before. This is locked, right? Yeah, the side door is locked. The lock is engraved with the Dianthus design. I found a part for the camera obscura. You have acquired upgrade lens slow. Lens slow. Upgraded lens slow. Shot effect. Slows ghost movements. Spirit points needed 1. Level. Length of effect increased. You can slow up photograph ghosts for a certain amount of time. Takes 1 spirit point. Use the L1 button to operate if using default control settings. Temporarily slows ghost movements so they are easier to shoot. It also temporarily prolongs the shutter chance and fatal frame. Useful for fast-moving ghosts or when timing the shutter chance is hard. The higher your level, the longer the length of effect. You can equip and upgrade parts for the camera obscura in the camera obscura menu. Better than nothing, I guess. Inside the chest is a woman's kimono. The kimono is neatly folded, but looking closely, I can see long strands of hair clinging to the fabric. There's a baby doll wrapped in cloth in a basket. This looks like an old straw cradle. Didn't they used to use these in the olden days in the cold north of Japan? There is a red and blue plate. The plate has been painted with a beautiful design, but the color is faded and dimmed now. There are 2 old Japanese dolls on top of the trunk. One of them has fallen over, but I think they are a matching pair of twin dolls. It looks like there's something inside. Ooh, Type 61 film. So Type 61 film, unlike in previous games, you really need to save it. That also goes double for Type 90 and Type 0 if you ever even manage to find any Type 0. On top of the trunk are a box and a null mask. It looks like the Masumi long-haired maiden mask. Tightly sealed. So now that's open. Ooh, more. Nice. A broken sliding door is leaned against the wall. It is too dark to see inside the closet. Why is it doing that? There's a small door low in the wall. The door is shut tight. It feels like something is pulling back on it from the other side. Yeah, we'll deal with that later. Oh no, Ray can't even fit under there. There is an oblong-shaped charcoal brazier. The ashes inside are damp. It looks like it hasn't been used for a long time. Ooh, sacred water. It actually feels nice when you find something in this game because it doesn't give you 10 million healing items. There's a gap in the wall. I can see through it to the downstairs floor. Maybe this is where the banister used to go. There was a banister here. It's gone now. The hanging kimono has turned to rags from the mildew. A Japanese doll sits in a formal pose in the alcove. And this is another location where it replenishes every time. The Type 61 locations don't do that. It's just the Type 14s. And there's nothing over here yet. There's an old stone cooking stove. Around it are pieces of firewood. Unlock it. There is an old pot hanging from a hook over the hearth. It looks like it hasn't been used in a long time. Did I go the long way around? It's okay. Why can't you just step off of that? It's easy. Nope, have to go all the way around. I don't need no slow lens. This is woman brushing. She's hot as fuck. She gets harder later on. The doll stuck to the door is fading away. On the candlelit altar is a huge gemstone as big as my palm. It looks like it might be used in some kind of ceremony. Something is reflecting light above the altar. Bellflower key. A bellflower pattern has been carved into the handle of the key. This fight is fun. Some people might think it's annoying, but I think it's really fun. I should probably show you the animation. Well, I'll probably get it. The animation, if she gets ya. And we're gonna be seeing her a lot. Did she... Well...
Are you hurt?
She's going for my foot. You'll see it sometime. These ones are kind of common. An image of something has been caught on the photo. Wow, so 5 undeveloped ones. There is something on the floor where the girl dressed as a shrine maiden was. Gray diary. I wonder if being impaled hurts. I wonder which hurts worse, having the stake go in a little bit at a time or having it stabbed through all at once. I wonder if they die if the stake goes all the way through. I wonder if it matters if they die. I want to impale a real priestess soon. You add a gray diary to your file. There's old film in the camera obscura. Musty film. The snake bruise. Every time I dream of that house, the snake-like tattoo gets bigger. The stabbing pain is worse every day. If things carry on like this, it will eventually cover my whole body. And then the dreams, the manor, what do they mean? How can I escape? The red doll room. In the small room where I heard the lullaby, red dolls were nailed to the walls. No comma? No Oxford comma? Inside was one of the girls dressed as shrine maidens who tried to impale me in my daydream. Who is she? And what was she doing in there? So Miku is voiced by Kim Mai Gust, who is also, like Kimberly Brooks, is a pretty prolific voice actress. She does a pretty good job here. Any, like, awkwardness in her delivery can be hugely attributed to direction and localization. I still wish we got Rumiko Varnes back. It's a little strange because Kim, my guest, voices Mayu in Fatal Frame 2. So it's a bit strange. But also she has a huge range, so she sounds completely different. Miku, that song. Oh, Ray, good morning. That song? I don't remember exactly where I heard it, but I feel like I've been hearing it in my dreams lately. I don't have any idea what the lyrics mean. Could it be some sort of dialect? Dreams. The lullaby. Miku was singing the same lullaby I heard inside the manor. She says she heard the song in her dream too. Has she been having the same dreams? Is she being lured into that house too? Just like Yoshino Takegawa and me? Miku Hinasaki. The girl who works as my assistant. The song she was singing was the lullaby I heard inside the manor. Is Miku having the same dreams as me? Let's not talk to her about it. She lost a relative, someone close. Is that who she sees in her dreams? Just like me. Oh my god, she just like me for real. What are the dreams about? I don't really remember too well, but I'm singing the song in the dreams. While I'm singing, I start to feel homesick. Like I'm remembering someone important. At the end of the dream, I'm so scared. All I can remember is that I'm very afraid. But that's just the way dreams are, I guess. Let's develop this. I have a bunch. Oh, 6 of them. No, wait, 5. I can't count. This looks like the skewered red dolls in the courtyard with the sacred tree. Maybe it's some kind of religious ritual? The kimono-clad mother and daughter holding something that looks like a child. What could have happened to them? A mother and daughter have emerged, dressed in kimonos. Did they once go missing too? If so, it must have been a long time ago. The shrine maiden in the room full of dolls nailed to the wall. She has a stake in her hand, just like in my vision. Who or what could she be? An image has appeared of an old projector that must have been there inside the mansion. The projector. This old projector was in the house I saw in my dream. The images inside showed girls dressed as shrine maidens. Someone must have been there recording what goes on inside the manor. Mother and daughter. The mother and child who appeared in my dream in old-fashioned kimonos. The daughter dropped a scrap of paper. On it was an apology she'd written to her mother. The child's father went to fetch her ball when she must have felt responsible for what happened. Shrine maiden girl. The girls who appeared in my daydream at the deserted house I visited on that photography assignment. In the dream manor, they were in the room where the red dolls were nailed to the wall. Who or what could they be? If the manor I saw that day was the one I dreamt about, the one I heard about from Miku, does that mean they were carrying out some kind of ceremony there? Impaling people? The skewered dolls. Inside the house, in a courtyard surrounded by a corridor, was a tree wrapped with sacred rope. Around it stood straw dolls skewered on stakes. Countless dolls in the snow. What could be the significance of this eerie scene? Does Miku have anything else to say? I don't think I can give her these yet. What are the dreams about? I don't really remember too well, but I'm singing the song in my dreams. Oh, she said that. Okay. My own kitty cat is sleeping next to me right now.
Is that right?
An envelope has been delivered through the letterbox. Letter from K, 3. Dear you, I'm sending you a testimony tape I just found about the urban legend. If I give it to you, I know you'll take good care of it. I found several other tapes, but as they're quite old, having been dubbed by a gramophone, they're damaged. I'm trying to get them restored now. I'll send them to you when they're done. Lately, I've solely been researching folklore, legends, folk tales, and folk religion. That was both your and Mafuyu's field, wasn't it? It's an interesting world, but I don't want to get too deep into it. How is Mafuyu's sister? Her name was Miku, right? I'm searching everywhere I can, but I still don't know Junsei Takamine's whereabouts. Maybe he was spirited away, too. If you've got anything, let me know. Mio's health is not good, so I put her in the hospital. She only wakes once every 2 days, and then only for a couple hours at a time. I've got to hurry with my research. Regards, Kei Amakura. The photograph of a girl is enclosed in the envelope. Photo of Mio. Is this girl Mio Amakura? There seems to be a cassette enclosed. Tape, Manner of Sleep A. The cassette looks quite old. The label reads The Manner of Sleep Recordings Case A. Maybe I can play it on the tape deck in my room. Mafuyu Hinasaki. Written in Kei's letter was the name of Miku's brother Mafuyu. He was a friend of Kei and Yu who disappeared while on the trail of missing writer Junsei Takamine. People say he was spirited away. I knew Miku had lost a relative, but I thought he had died. She never spoke about her brother. That photo. Is Miku still longing for the brother she lost? A cassette tape with a red label. It says The Manner of Sleep Recordings Case A.
In my dream, I saw my mother in that manner. Inside, there was an old shrine. It was cold. Snow was falling. I could hear a song. There were so many people going into the shrine. It was like a funeral procession. I could smell incense burning. Everyone was hiding their faces. My mother was among them. No matter how many times I called her, she kept going further and further. And just before the door shut, it was like I was going to be left all alone. I saw it every day. I went in just a little bit. If I went any further, I wouldn't be able to come back. But I thought I could meet my mother in there.
Ray, what's the matter? Miku, that person in the picture on your desk. That's my older brother. He's been missing for quite some time. I didn't know. I'm sorry for bringing it up. I was just wondering. The books are all about cameras and photography. She's so dedicated, I bet she stays up late studying. What was that static? In the bookcase, there is a book with a projector similar to the one you photographed in the mansion. The spirit world. The device shown here was left by Kunihiko Aso. He used it to substantiate the existence of and communication with the spirit world. He was a brilliant scientist and philosopher, and by appropriating Western culture in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, he combined new technology with his theory on the spirit world to prove its existence. It is said a few of his devices were able to capture an unbelievable existence from the spirit world, but posthumously, from that singular beginning, his devices became a fashion item among dilettantes and were scattered about the country. One such device is this projector. Having completed the experimental stage of the camera obscura, a camera that photographs the other world, see above, he created a screen upon which to project the special images captured on the film. The records say that images were projected that could not be seen when they were photographed. Kunihiko Aso, a scholar of the occult who lived in the second half of the 19th century. His research, known as mystical science, attempted to use the new Western technology to explain old Japanese folk beliefs and traditions about the other world. After completing his camera obscura, capable of capturing images of the other world, he made a projector using the same technology. Using this, he was able to play back supernatural images recorded on film that could not be seen on conventional equipment. The projector. The old projector from the house I saw in my dream. It was developed by Kunihiko Aso, who lived in the second half of the 19th century. It uses the technology of the camera obscura to show supernatural images from another plane that can't be played on normal equipment. Sometimes things will happen, and if you take out your camera, they'll go away. So not every kind of, like, woo! Not every supernatural event in this house can be photographed. But that's what I love about this. It's like, first of all, it gives you, like, a reprieve from the horror in the mansion, and it makes you dread, like, oh no, I'm gonna have to go back to sleep. But also, you're not completely safe here either. I mean, you're safe, but stuff still happens. And also, the hauntings are like, I don't remember seeing it before. Could it be used? Film unknown. I looked at the label, but it's blank. I wonder if I can get this to play on the projector. Oh, I didn't know about that. But I guess it's a good thing we checked. You. Like, the hauntings are of a different variety than the ones you face in the mansion. Mold. Ew. Gross. Ray, clean your house. In Japan, though, this is probably a new house. In Japan, in modern day, it's actually kind of uncommon for people to buy a house that was already lived in.
Having trouble sleeping?
Do you need to sleep in here with me?
Yes, we can have a slumber party.
Ray, this is it.
Here you go, Ray. I thought this might have some connection to that photo of the passageway. Buried mummies. It has been reported that in process of rebuilding Koei Temple, which commenced last month, many mummies have been found in the walls of the hallway. In the walls of the area called the Shadow Hallway in Koei Temple, there were stains in the shape of humans, but when that hallway was restored, someone noticed there was something like the root of a tree coming out of the wall. Digging it out, it turned out to be a mummy. Okay, that did not look like a root. That was clearly someone's hand. In the other stained areas, many more mummies were found, and quite a commotion was raised. The Koei Temple insists they are enshrined saints, but certain observers argue that they may have been killed in sacrifice. Thanks. I'll just borrow this for a bit. You added the newspaper article and the buried mummies to your file. Here you go, Ray. I thought this might have something to do with that photo of the tomb. Many bones found in ruins. On the 8th, in a survey of an ancient castle ruins in the northern part of the prefecture, a large number of human bones were discovered in the ground. Stacked tombstones were excavated from the center of the castle, an area thought to be the courtyard. Bone after bone was discovered beneath them. All bones are thought to be from the time the castle was built. The burial clothes seem to indicate they are from laborers who built the castle. It is believed they were buried after the castle's completion to protect the plan of the castle or the location of treasure, or perhaps those who built the castle were killed as a sacrifice. Thanks. I'll hold on to it for a bit. Ray, I researched that abandoned house we covered. Here, why don't you take a look? Or why don't you take a look? Abandoned house. Coverage of the abandoned house. Below is a summary of what a newspaper reporter told me about the coverage of the abandoned house. I didn't have time before, so please take this as a reference. 1. History of the manor. They say there were several villages around the manor until the 1900s, but today only the abandoned house remains. Even the landowner does not know why or when it was built. Now only the area around the entrance is left, but originally it was a huge manor, deep and strangely shaped. It seems on old maps a shrine is occasionally drawn in, but now there exists not so much as a trace of it, and not much is known about it. But on the outlying mountains, it seems a myth-like story is told that is connected to the other world. 2. The rumor of the ghost manor may be due to the myth, but since long ago the abandoned house has been called a ghost manor. Many people visit it just because of the rumor. The rumor is that you can meet the dead at the manor, and further that the dead you meet will summon you to the other world. The rumor's origins are said to be in seances that were held in a shrine there, but that's merely a rumor too. In any case, I think the story of the mountain connected to the other world is the source of the rumor. Thanks, I really appreciate it.
If you need anything else, just let me know. It seems like you're having a lot of nightmares lately. Are you alright?
The abandoned house. Miku tells me the house I went to is famous for being haunted. They say it's a place where people can meet the dead, and that the dead lure people into the other world. The words have stayed in my mind. What if you really is there inside that manor, calling out to me? What will I do? Human-shaped stains. Sacred rope was hung along the narrow corridor behind the door where I heard the moaning, and the walls were covered in black human-shaped stains. There was a similar stain left behind after Yoshino Takegawa went missing. I read it in one of the papers about mummified bodies being discovered behind the same kind of stain. Human columns. The mound of graves in the courtyard inside the manor. In the ruins of an old castle, the bones of people thought to have worked on the construction were found under a mound. Shrine carpenters were buried alive as sacrifices. Did the same thing happen there too? So, if you look here, the doll, its hair has clearly grown. Now, it is actually not unusual for Japanese dolls to have hair that appear to grow. And I think I actually mentioned this in a previous video, like a previous Fatal Frame video. But the reason for that is not supernatural. I mean, I don't believe in ghosts or supernatural things, so, I mean, you could feel free to believe that if you want to. But there is a scientific explanation, and it is because the dolls are made where the inside of the head has a bundle of silk inside, and over time, due to just like plain deterioration or mishandling of the doll, or like if a child plays with it, the bundle can become loose and it can appear to grow because more starts spilling out. Or maybe it's a ghost. Who knows?